Hello, kiddos. It's Mrs. Johnson. We're on lesson 21. We're on our math pages 549 to 560. The first two are the pages 549 and 550 are the ones that are the family pages you can kind of look at with your family if you want to know what we're doing. All right, we're on page 551. Estimating and measuring length. Previously, you used different units to measure length. Use what you know to try to solve the problem below. A quarter is about 1 inch across, so it is a good estimate for a 1 inch. Ty wants to estimate the length of his toy car. What is a good estimate for its length in inches? So here's his toy car. See? If we used a quarter, we could put a quarter here and a quarter here. You could draw it. I think 2 quarters are a little longer than the car. 2 inches is a good estimate for the length of the car. I think the car is a little shorter than 2 quarters. Something like that. Okay? Draw it. Don't draw it. Pause at the movie. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. But do you see he's saying this is about 1 inch? How many 1 inches is the same as my car? 2 of them. Okay? Next page, we're on 552. 552. All right. What is a good estimate for the length of Ty's car? Well, we just saw 2 inches, about 2 quarters worth, so it's 2 inches. You can use other objects to help you estimate. Estimate means guess. You're going to guess. It's not the real length. You don't have a ruler, but things that are estimating. 1 centimeter is kind of like your finger. So if you put your finger out, it's about the length of 1 centimeter. 1 inch is about a quarter. 1 foot is about the size of a length of bread. And a door is about 1 meter across. So across it is about 1 meter. Okay? All right, Julia knows a marker is about 14 centimeters long. Is the length of a pencil case more or less than 14 centimeters? Explain how you know. Well, here's the pencil case. Here's the marker. Which one is more or less? So, is it more or less? It is more because the marker is about 14 centimeters, right? I'm going to put cm. The pencil case, is much longer than that. Okay? See, the pencil case is quite a bit longer. So we know if this is 14 centimeters, then this is what? It's got to be more. All right, Hannah estimates that Julia's pencil case is 28 centimeters long. Is that a good estimate? And explain. She guesses that this is about 28. Well, is that good? Well, this was 14, so no, probably not, because 2 markers would be 28 centimeters, right? 28 centimeters. I'm going to scoot this over just a little so that goes on the same line. Sorry, can you see the centimeters? 28 centimeters long. They would be longer than the case. Longer than the case. I made this too big a font, sorry. No, 2 markers would be 28. See this marker, is that more than halfway? See right here? Is that more than half? It is. So if we did a whole other marker, this is shorter than 28. Does that make sense? To see how long it is? All right, pause the video and write if you need to. Okay. This one, I don't want you to write unless you want to. It's totally up to you. Estimate. Estimating. What is estimating? In my own words, to make a close guess using math thinking. Guess. You make a guess. My illustrations is like this. 25 cents, 25 cents. The rectangle is about 2 inches long. We know that each quarter is about 1 inch. Okay, an exact measurement is not an estimate. If you actually measure with a ruler, is that an estimate? No, it's not guessing, it's checking it. And a quarter is about 1 inch across. My foot is a little bit longer than 8 quarters. So my foot is about 8 inches long. Okay? If you put 8 quarters along, you could guess it's about 8 inches. All right, number 2 says, Ballin knows the stapler is about 15 centimeters long. Is the length of the glasses more or less than 15 centimeters? And explain. Look at them. Less. The stapler is about 15 centimeters. The glasses are not as long as the stapler, so a good estimate, but they are less than 15. Okay? All right. Move on. Write it if you want to. Don't if you don't. Since a quarter is about 1 inch across, it is a good estimate for 1 inch. Gina wants to estimate the length of a toy boat. What is a good estimate for the length in inches? Well, here's her toy boat. So you could take a quarter and go 1, 2, 3. About 3. It's close to 3. 3 inches is a good estimate for the length of a boat. Check your answer. Well, we would have gotten quarters out and actually lined them up. So you can measure something with quarters and see how many about inches it is using a quarter. Okay, the next page is 555. Again, write if you want, don't if you don't. Try it. My little 1 centimeter is a good estimate for the distance across your little finger. What is a good estimate for the length of this stamp? So if you put your little finger there, look, here's a little finger like yours. Put it across, see how many it is. It's probably about 2. Here's the stamp. Put your finger. How many? 2, maybe 3. Maybe yours is smaller. That would be centimeters, or you could use a quarter. How far is it with a quarter? Get a quarter out. Measure it with a quarter. It's about how long? 1 inch. It's about the length of 1 quarter. Okay? All right. Moving on down. 1 centimeter is a good estimate for the distance across your little finger. What is a good estimate for the length of this stamp? 1 stamp, whoop, finger, 2 of them. You can use other objects to estimate lengths. Think about the distance across the middle of the quarter and the length of the stamp. Think about the distance across your little finger and the length of the stamp. Like I say, same thing as we just looked at before, just now we're looking at a stamp, okay? All right, connect it. Now you will use the problem from the previous page to help you understand to estimate a length. Picture it on the previous page. What is a good estimate of the length of the stamp in inches? The stamp is about how long? 1 inch long. Look at it in centimeters. It's about how many centimeters? It's about 2 centimeters. You can use a ruler to measure the length. What is the actual length to the nearest centimeter? Look right here. What is it? It's about what? 2 centimeters. Okay? The last one says, look back at your try it strategies and your picture it. Which models or strategies do you like best for estimating length? Do you like using your finger? Will you always have your finger with you? Do you like using a quarter for inches? Write which one you like and tell me why. Okay? Pause it and do it, or think about it and don't write it. Totally up to you. All right, 558. Use what you just learned to solve these problems. Use the hair clip and the ribbon to answer problem 5 and 6. This is 2 inches. You can see the hair clip is 2 inches. We don't know how long this one is. Estimate the length of the ribbon. Well, if this is 2, it looks about what? Another hair clip and maybe a half. So maybe we could say it's either 4 or 5. You choose 4 or 5 because it's kind of in between them, isn't it? Use an inch ruler to measure. So go get your ruler that I gave you. And what is the actual length of it? What is the actual length? It's actually what? 5 inches from this end to this end. All right. Estimate the length of your teacher's desk. This we're not going to do. Try and estimate something at your home and then fill it out. Pretend it and check it off. How many feet? How many actual feet? How many meters? How many actual meters? If you have a tape measure, go do that. Okay? Try it. All right, it's your turn now. Go try 559 and 560. No whining. I hope you have a fantastic day.